My name is Zelda Paul-Stewart, and I will be speaking about strategic planning and policy development. What is strategic planning and policy development? It is a vision of an organization's future and the basic steps required to achieve this future. The development of the vision will determine the necessary priorities, procedures, and operations to achieve this vision. Planning will help to assure that an organization remains relevant and responsive to its needs and contributes to organizational stability and growth. It can provide a basis for monitoring progress as well as assessing results and impact. This can be accomplished by looking into the future in an orderly and systematic way while enabling an organization to set policies and goals that have a clear focus for implementation and management. Benefits of strategic planning and policy development is that it provides a roadmap to show where an organization is going and how to get there. It will also help managers and leaders by encouraging them to think, learn, and act strategically. Decision-making abilities become refined when faced with opportunities and threats, as well as enhanced awareness of strengths and weaknesses. The strategic planning and policy development process helps improve both the efficiency and effectiveness of an organization and benefits most when the whole organization is moving in the same direction. In order to have a successful plan, it is vital to achieve consensus, which requires open and constructive participation from everyone in management. There is a strategic planning process that is used to link planning and implementation while ensuring that strategic managing is an ongoing process. It is a 10-step process that declares outcomes at every step. This process will develop a manager's teamwork skills as it emphasizes on outcome measurements and the program evaluations for continuous quality improvement. The first step is to initiate and agree on a strategic planning process. It is the first step that develops an initial agreement among key decision makers concerning the general strategic planning effort and planning task. Also, it authorizes advocates and facilitators to move forward as understandings and commitments are made, which are necessary to produce a good planning process and plan development. The second step is to identify organizational mandates. These mandates consist of various informal and formal requirements, restrictions, expectations, and constraints that an organization faces, and it is important to revisit them during the strategic planning process for clarification. The third step is to clarify organizational mission and values. The value statement should guide managers towards making decisions that properly align with the organization's mission and vision. The fourth step is to assess internal and external strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It represents an organization's core competencies while identifying opportunities it cannot currently use to its advantage. The objective is to build strengths, minimize weaknesses, seize opportunities, and counteract threats. The fifth step is to identify strategic issues. If strategic issues involving conflicts and challenges affecting the organization's mandates, mission, and values cannot be identified, time should not be wasted addressing it. If the issues are identified, the sixth step will be to decide how to analyze and collect the information that is needed to formulate strategies to manage these issues. The seventh step is to review and adopt a strategic plan. It is imperative that everyone involved with the action plan is aware of the proposed strategy and agrees to do their part in achieving the set goals. The eighth step is to establish a vision for the organization. This is when an organization visualizes what it should look like once it has implemented its strategies and achieved all goals. The ninth step is to develop an effective implementation plan. In this step, there must be an allocation of resources, communication of requirements, monitoring of progress, updating or adjustments of the plan, and holding employees accountable for accomplishing assigned tasks on time. The 10th and final step is to reassess strategies and the strategic planning process. This step is part of the ongoing implementation process. It is necessary to periodically review the action plan to ensure that all participants are engaging in the agreed upon activities. During this review, an organization has the opportunity to change or modify the action plan. As managers, we must realize that strategic planning and policy development is merely concepts, procedures, tools, and practices that must be applied sensitively and contingently if benefits are to be realized. In order to have an effective strategic plan, it will require equal measures of leadership, commitment, patience, trust, and participation. We also must remember that strategic planning and policy development is an important function that is critical to the success of an organization and its sustainability over time. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.